Hello everyone. I just wanted to say hi and introduce the final to you so that you can get started on that for DMAC. And if you have any questions, we'll work week to week to figure those out. So I'm going to be posting several videos. This one is just going to start out with the basics and then we'll go from there. So let's go to Canvas. I want you to go to modules. And the first thing that we are going to look at when we get down here, we're going down to this line development. I'm going to publish this. Okay, we're going to go to line development and we're going to look at the slideshow first. So if you go into the slideshow, I want you to look through these slides, read through them. There's a few that I want to point out to you specifically. So with this final, you're going to create a line, and from that line you're going to do some flats and a cost sheet. So you kind of have an idea of how this all works as if you were a buyer or a seller or a designer, how you get your things made and produced. So this is from conception to production. So I want you to pay attention to the following slides. You are going to be creating a sportswear line, which can be sportswear that's dressy for work, or it can be sportswear that's more a more casual, more athletic look to it. So sportswear means that it's things that are put together that work in a line that can be worn with each thing. So if you have a pair of pants, it can be worn with all the tops. It could be jackets, it could be shirts, tank tops, whatever it may be. And then the tops can be worn with different bottoms. So they mix and match. They go together, but not necessarily a matchy-matchy type thing. So slide 7 is very important to look through, and 8 gives you some pictures of a line. And a line usually always has a name. It's given a name. So if you see it on a four-way in a department store, they all have the same name. But this sweater is a different name than this sweater. So they usually name everything. Also, you do not have to do that unless you want to. The other slide that I really want you to pay attention to is the pricing levels. And those were on the last slideshow that you did for forecasting. So you need to know if your line is a better line, a haute couture, whatever it may be. So you might need to look back on that slideshow also. You guys are going to be doing spring and summer 2020, which were the trends that you went through for the last assignment. And those are what you're going to use to create this line for this. Okay. These boards are similar to what you'll be doing. These are a little more of a mood board than an actual line board. So these are what the different pieces are for the line, the fabric they're going to use, the inspiration is in the background. Okay. This slide 18 here is another thing that's similar to what you're going to be doing. This is what we call a flat sheet. So these are flats, they're not colored. They have all the garment details. You can see in very good detail of how they go on, any pleating, any kind of leg buttons, closures, any of those things are all shown here. So these are called flats. This one happens to have a color rendition to the side, and then the flats, as you can see, are in color. So this dress that's on this girl is here in the flat, okay? And this is the name of it. This is the year and who it's being sold to, okay? So these would go to buyers for them to pick out. So if you're happening to sell this dress, which is this flat, then you might want to think about, okay, well, if I sold that one, maybe I should look at doing a top that has a similar neckline. So maybe this one would be a good option to try in your store. The flats you're going to create are more like this. So this sheet, and I'll do another video on exactly how to do this, but these sketches, as you can see, are black and white. They're very detailed, and then they have information on when they're shipped and when they're available, costs and so forth, which are there, and then fabric samples. Okay. All right, this last slide is what we would call a technical flat. So this is what you would send to the pattern maker, and they would take this information, they would make their pattern pieces based on size off of this flat, and then the seamstresses would sew it together based on that. Okay. Oh, sorry, this is the last slide, and that's the cost sheet, and I'll do another video on that at a later date also, because you will be handing in a flat sheet similar to this on slide 19 and a cost sheet similar to this on slide 21. And it, as you can see, has the front and the back of one of your sketch pieces that you're going to be doing. And then we will talk about how we get this information. Okay, so after you get through the slideshow, I want you to go back to your modules and let's look at the actual assignment. So the actual assignment is called Create and Cost Out a Line. So you can read through this on your own. We used to do this in groups, but since we can't do that right now, we're going to do this individually. I've kind of scaled it down a little bit so it's not as intense. You've already you'll look through the slideshow, then you'll create a sportswear line. So start thinking about what pieces you want to go with which other pieces. So think of things that can go together, and you can decide how fancy you want your line to be or how casual you want your line to be. The big thing about sportswear doesn't mean anything about playing sports. It means that things that can be worn together or played together, if that's the way you want to think about that, they play off of one another. They don't have to be exact, but they go together. And when you ship them, a buyer would buy 5 to 8 pieces and they'd put them on a 4-way or a T-stands in the front of their department, and they would sell them that way so that they're made to mix and match. So then you're going to base all of your designing on the trends that you did in the last assignment. So you can pick one trend, you can pick many trends. I would stay between 2 or 3 trends and make those work. And you're creating a line for either spring, this coming spring, which is right now, or something for summer. Okay, you can decide which one you want it to be. Then you're going to do 3 looks head to toe. So accessories, shoes, hair, your croquis need to be completely colored. They need to be completely accessorized and ready to go. So you're doing 3 total looks. And then included with that, you're going to also think about some fabric. And I'm going to do another video on how to get fabric that you may need, since we're not going to be going out to fabric stores, and I'm sure a lot of you don't have fabric laying around your house like my house. But there are some online resources that you can use that you can get some fabric ideas from. Okay? And then you're going to create a faux concept board. So what I want you to think about for that is, what did you use for your inspiration? And these would be what we do for a line board. So you'd have a background, something that gives your board some dimension. You're going to have your croquis on there. You're going to have some fabric, some creative ways to come up with to display your fabric. And then you can decide how you want to do this. Depends on what you have at home. If you have stuff to do a board that's nice and fancy, feel free to go ahead and do that. If you do not have those supplies at home, then you can feel free to do this in any creative way possible. I'm up for videos. I'm up for about anything that you can come up with. I'm going to let you guys decide how you want to present your information to me, and that will go from there. I'll just tell you what you need on that board or in that piece that you're going to do. So that concept board, like I said, it can be a video, it can be a board, you can lay stuff out, you can do I don't know how TikTok works, but you guys do. So figure that stuff out and figure out how you want to present it when you're all done gathering your information. And then I'll have these video assignments or video audio assignments for you on all parts of it. And then we'll just submit it to Canvas in one way, shape, or form at the end. So I have lots of options there. So before you get too involved in your assignment, I really want you to go through and figure out and look through what I'm going to be grading you on. So look over this rubric that's at the bottom very closely. So you need to come up with a title or a name for your line. You need to have 3 sketches, head to toe. You need to have pieces that look like they go together or could go together. You need to have fabric samples. And like I said, I'll do another video on how to do that. I will also do a video on some ideas for boards that may not be just boards. I will do a video on costs, and I'll do a video on flats. And then this presentation part is however you decide to get me information. So to get to this presentation part, you're going to do a paper. It can just be bullets, and this is to help you present. So a paper for each look, tell me all of the elements of design you used, all the lines, the texture, the color, the shape for each one of the drawings you do. You can pick 3 principles of design for each of your looks and tell me what they are. And I don't care what they are, but just pick 3. All of the garment details, I need to know every single detail of every single piece. So if you have a jacket, a top, and a pant, I need to know what the sleeves, the collars, the necklines, what type of item it is for each and every one of those. So that's for looks 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to tell us what trends you used and how you used them. And then your presentation is the last 10 points here. Well, not the last 10, but the last big points. And that's how you decide to tell me that you know what you know. So this is meeting the standard 16.5 that is in the national FCS standards. So this is a big one and a big one for DMAC, that you know how a line is developed, that you know what garment details are and all the elements and principles of design. So this is putting everything together and how you use those trends that you forecast to come up with inspiration for the line. So as I said, I will keep adding videos, but I thought I'd get you started with this now, since today, Wednesday, is the day when your trend forecasting is due, that once you get that done, you can start going on to that. Okay, so then I'm going to go back to the module really quickly, and I will post this video within the module that is called line development. So I'll have that there. And then I will also post one for flats, cost sheets, and boards and other information. And I'll do those on a weekly or twice a week way of doing things, so you have those. Thank you. Email if you have any questions, or you can go ahead and email and we'll set up a conference.